So I'm Dr. Swati Kaliki and I'm an ocular oncologist. I do ocular oncology at LV Prasad Eye Institute. So here we are here today to discuss about the most common eye cancer in children, that's retinoblastoma. Now, why are we discussing about this now is because, of course, we try to spread the awareness about this disease around the year, but we have a dedicated week, that's the second week of May, is dedicated as the Retinoblastoma Awareness Week. And during this week, we try to spread as much awareness to the general population as possible. So first, if you ask me how common is the disease, so the disease, it occurs in 1 in 15,000 to 1 in 18,000 live births. So every 1 in every 15,000 to 18,000 children has this disease. And this disease, 95% of the cases are below the age of 5 years, below the age of 3 years. And 5% of the cases can be above the age of 3 years. So it can occur at any age, but it is less common after the age of 3 years. So how do we detect this disease early? The two most common symptoms of this disease are, one is white reflex, or what we call as leukocoria, and the second is squint, or when the eye is not straight. That's when these are the two most common symptoms of retinoblastoma. Of course, there are other symptoms as well, that the child can have a red eye, or the child might have enlarged eye or a swollen eyelids. All these, it can be retinoblastoma. So my sincere request during this time for the parents is, if they see a white reflex or if they see any squinting of the eye, especially in children who are less than 3 years of age, please get an eye checkup for the child. They can take the child to any eye doctor, and if there is any suspicion of tumor, they can always refer the child for ocular oncologist. So over the past 10 years, we have treated about 1,500 cases, and of which 95% of the children are alive. 85% of them have retained their eyes, and 75% of them have retained vision in that eye. Whenever we treat cancer, there are 3 goals that we want to achieve. First is save life, second is save eye, and third is save vision, in that order. So for our first goal is to first save the life. And there are different forms of treatment that are available for retinoblastoma. So it can be just focal treatment, like laser treatment. There can be cryotherapy. In some cases, chemotherapy is required, and rarely is the radiotherapy required. So there is no specific reason, or for lung cancer, you say that smoking is a risk factor for lung cancer. Like that, there is nothing for retinoblastoma. Of course, there are certain suspicious factors, like if the mother has exposure to radiation during pregnancy, or certain environmental factors. Now, recently, there is also that, that infection with a virus can cause this disease, but most of the times it's there is no specific reason. It is because of the genetic mutation. So this is something that which we cannot control, because genetic mutation just occurs by itself, and it's not that we can tell the parents, okay, do not give this to the child so that the tumor does not occur. That is not possible with retinoblastoma. The only thing that we can do is early detection and early cure. Yeah, most of the cases that come here, they receive treatment here. Maybe there will be just less than 5% of them who just come here and they do not come back for treatment. But most of them, they do get treatment. So that's a rough estimate, about 150 to 200 that we see here. But worldwide, if you ask me how many cases occur per year, about 8,000 cases of retinoblastoma cases are detected every year. And of which it has been estimated that more than 1,000 cases are in India itself. So of which we see about 1/5 of it in LV Prasad Eye Institute, about 200 cases. But I'm sure there are many more cases which go undetected, which the parents do not know what the problem is, and ultimately we have one family who has 3 children. The father has 3 children, and 2 of them have already died because of the disease, because he didn't know that it was retinoblastoma, and he didn't know where to go for treatment. And luckily for the child was brought here to us. Though we could save just one eye for the child, but at least he's alive today. He has good vision in that one eye that he has, and the father is extremely happy and grateful. So we are celebrating the Retinoblastoma Awareness Week, this second week of May. And during this week, of course, our main aim is to spread as much awareness. We also have a parents' meeting that we are going to have next Wednesday. And so that, we can make awareness, we can create awareness about this disease in as many parents as possible.